And I would say because we have no visibility into how deep this cycle or how long the cycle will be, what we're really focused on is secular trends, so long-term secular changes.
I'm here today with Mark Howard Johnson, Head of Global Real Estate Securities at BlackRock. How does this real estate cycle compare to others you have experienced in your career?
I think this one's different. It's starting out differently. I believe that, from what I've read, the recession of 81, 82, which was invoked by Paul Volcker, is probably very similar to this, but I wasn't around, I wasn't in business then. So because the Fed is driving us into this, I think it's a very different start. I just came out of 12 meetings with the various REITs, and not one of them mentioned seeing the downturn that's expected in their business yet. So it'll be very interesting.
And are there certain pockets of global opportunity that are attractive to BlackRock right now?
There are. And I would say because we have no visibility into how deep this cycle or how long the cycle will be, what we're really focused on is secular trends, so long-term secular changes. I would suggest any kind of communication REITs, so towers and data centers, where you know the flow of information is going to increase regardless of the cycle. Maybe single family for rent, because I think millennials care more about the flexibility than they do home ownership. And obviously right now, home ownership is pretty darn expensive.
And do you anticipate making changes to any of BlackRock's sector allocations in the coming months?
You know, it's a great question. And we probably won't. We don't take big sector bets anyways. We're fundamentalists. We go bottom up. So we pick companies before we pick sectors. And the sectors are sort of residual. Sectors are hard to know, because the pricing happens so quickly. Office is down right now. When will office bounce back? Are we timing that right? We try not to be market timers. We try to be long-term investors. So we may be leaning a little away from the cyclically sensitive sectors right now, but that would be about it.
And finally, overall, how do you see the REIT industry positioned in the face of uncertain economic macro fundamentals?
I think it's one of the things we've been most pleased by, to have watched most of the REITs, not all, but most of them, elongate their maturities on the debt, fixing that debt, reducing their debt, raising equity, has all been very powerful. So I think in almost every metric we look at, they should be better positioned. Now, again, not every one, but payout ratios are at historic lows, leverage levels are at historic lows, and that will give companies flexibility coming out of this cycle, however deep it is.